All right, it's talking about the nation of Israel. All right, Jerusalem as a whole, which is the nation of Israel. Read.
Right. And he that is favorable among them at that day shall be as David.
That's right.
And the house of David shall be as a God, as the angel of the Lord before them.
That's right. So the Most High is going to give us back that power like he did in the days of old. All right? He's going to give us that power. And that power is of the Lord. It's not of Satan. Our power is of Yahweh Hashem Yahshai. That's right. He's going to give us that demon-like power. We're going to have power like telekinesis, those that the Most High chooses. But that doesn't mean that just because of who the Most High chooses to have that power doesn't mean that you're not supposed to pray for that. No, because the Most High is our power. And you're supposed to have wisdom and knowledge and understanding. That's the only thing that brother's supposed to be seeking for. You know, you're supposed to seek of the Lord, the whole Bible.
And it shall come to pass in that day that I will seek to destroy all the nations that came against Jerusalem.
That's right. So all nations came against the nation of Israel. All nations. So-called Chinese, so-called Japanese, so-called white man, so-called East Indian, so-called Arab, so-called East Africans, and on down. All you dirty ass Hamites. All you nations put us into slavery and subjection when you read the book of Judges.
Because
and I will pour upon the house of David and upon the inhabitants of Jerusalem the spirit of grace and of supplications. And they shall look upon me whom they have pierced, and they shall mourn for him as one mourneth for his only son, and shall be in bitterness for him, as one that is in bitterness for his firstborn son. In that day shall there be a great mourning in Jerusalem, as a mourning of Hadarim in the valley of Megiddo. Right?
Should we read that over again?
In that day shall there be a great mourning in Jerusalem, as in the mourning of Hadarim in the valley of Megiddo. And the land shall mourn, every family apart, the family of the house of David apart, and their wives apart, and the family of the house of Nathan apart, and their wives apart, and the family of the house of Levi apart, and their wives apart, the family of Shimei apart, and their wives apart. All the families that remain, every family apart, and their wives apart. Right?
Break that down.
Yeah.
That's talking about in that day, the elect, they're going to see Yahweh Shai pierced. They're going to see him in that condition, with the spit on him, you know, the scars from the whips. You're going to see him, the scar from the piercing, you know, and that's why it's talking about all Israel shall mourn, because we're going to actually see that image. He's going to bring that body down. He's going to put himself in that body, and we're going to see him as he was put on that cross. You know, so we understand that, yeah, that's how the elect got saved.
That's in the kingdom of heaven. That's not going to happen here where you people think that it's going to be some second rapture. Give me Isaiah 13. Isaiah 13.
The little worms.
The little worms put
Up on the ground.
Oh.
You have some? Yeah, all right.
Isaiah 13:1. The burden of Babylon, which Amos the son of Amos did see. Lift thee up a banner upon the high mountain. Exalt the voice unto them.
That's right. And the voice is this Bible. All right? It's the Holy Scriptures. We're here to proclaim what's in the Bible. All right? We're trying to wake up you so-called niggas, you Negroes, you Latinos, and you natives. We're here to wake you up, whether you want to hear or forbear. And we're lifting up this word, all right? We're lifting up the Heavenly Father's word, all right? We're not trying to be doing cold works, trying to ask people for money and all that. We're out here for the Heavenly Father's sake, all right? Because Yahushua, he came out here and did the same thing. So we're commanded from him to do the same thing, to present our bodies as a living sacrifice. And that's why we're out here. Read.
Exalt the voice unto them, shake the hand, that they may go into the gates of the nobles. I have commanded my sanctified ones, I have also called my mighty ones for mine anger.
And that's the angels. Because when you get further down, the Heavenly Father is getting the angels prepared for that day of battle. All right? Which you people call Armageddon. Because the angels are involved with it and they're stirring it up. That's why there's so much commotion going on the other side of the world. You have austerity measures. You got sanctions being applied onto Iran. You got America getting involved over there and trying to tell other countries don't buy any oil from them. Don't have no involvements with them. We're putting sanctions on them. The land of Israel is ready to blow them sky high. They're ready to send troops over there to get in a war with them. That's the type of stuff that's going down. Read.
For mine anger, even them that rejoice in my highness, the noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together. The Lord of hosts mustereth the host of the battle. They come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even the Lord, and the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land.
That's right, the weapons of indignation, which is righteous anger. Indignation means we're just talking about thermonuclear destruction. Because that's why the Heavenly Father made those weapons. He gave the technology to the so-called white man to build that. But when you do further research, it was a so-called black man that actually helped make the atom bomb. All right?
Howl ye, for the day of the Lord is at hand. It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty.
That's right. So you people are going to know in that day, that's the Heavenly Father's works of destroying which you people love so much. This Canada, or better yet, America, North America for you. Read.
Therefore shall all the hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt.
That's right. So no one's going to actually, you regular people that think everything's in good case for you, you're going to be weak in that day. Because you didn't, especially our people, 2/3, because you didn't take heed to the Heavenly Father's word when we were out here. You kept on going about your business. Like everything's all sweet tooth with you. But the Most High is going to make your teeth rot in your mouth, boy. Because everything for you, all your drink that you're going to drink in that day is going to be bitter to you. Read.
And they shall be afraid. Pangs and sorrow shall take hold of them. They shall be in pain as a woman that travaileth.
That's right. So a woman that's traveling with a child, her legs, her feet are swelling up. Her legs hurt. Her back hurts. That's what's going to be for you. All you people. In that day. And that day's right around the corner. And we can't wait for it. That's why we're out here patiently waiting, and we're out here doing the work. We're here to warn you. And you can keep on walking and shopping till you damn well drop.
That's right. They shall be amazed one at another. Their faces shall be as flames.
That's right. So you people are going to be astonished. You people are just going to be like drooling out your mouth out of the chaos that's going to be happening mainly in your cities and out in your countries. Because you people in your countries are thinking of being safe with your shelter and all of that. You people are gonna get yours too.
A matter of fact, I have an article if I could bring out. I just printed it today. This is from Infowars.com. It says we are preparing for massive civil war, says DHS informant, which is the Department of Homeland Security. It says in a riveting interview on True News Radio Wednesday, private investigator Doug Hagman said high-level reliable sources told him the U.S. Department of Homeland Security, DHS, is preparing for massive civil war in America. We have problems. The federal government is preparing for civil uprising. He added, so every time you hear about troop movements, every time you hear about movements of military equipment, the militarization of the police, the buying of the ammunition, like the 50 million hollow point tips that they ordered, all of this is DHS, are preparing for a massive uprising. Hagman goes on to say that his sources tell him the concerns of the DHS stem from a collapse of the US dollar and the hyperinflation. A collapse in the value of the world's primary reserve currency applies to a nation of 311 million Americans, who for the significant portion of the population is armed. Uprising in Greece is indeed a problem, but an uprising of armed Americans becomes a matter of serious national security, a point addressed in a recent report by the Pentagon and highlighted as a vulnerability and threat to the U.S. during war game exercises at the Department of Defense last year. It says, through his sources, Hagman confirmed Rickards' ongoing thesis of a fear of a U.S. dollar collapse at the hands of the Chinese U.S. Treasury bond holders of approximately $1 trillion and possibly the Russians threatening to launch a gold-backed ruble as an attractive alternative to the U.S. dollar in retaliation for aggressive U.S. foreign policy initiatives against China's and Russia's strategic allies, Iran and Syria. There's no hyperbole here, he added, echoing Trends Research Institute's founder Gerald Celente's forecast of last year. Celente expects a collapse of the US dollar and riots in America sometime this year. And the next page.
Hey, can I say something real quick? Everything this brother is bringing out, we've known for years now.
No, there's been saying that the riots in Greece, they're coming right to America, man.
Yep.
You people are in a fucking dream, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they're in a dream world because they already passed the NDAA, man. Yeah, exactly. And the NDAA is to put you in them concentration camps indefinitely, man. And to assassinate you. You have no rights. What we're doing right now is illegal.
And then there's the beheaded law too. Yeah, guillotine.
Yeah, the guillotine. But what this brother was saying on the dollar collapsing with China, China is already buying oil from Iran with their own money. That's what's gonna make it collapse because they were using the US dollar. They're not using that anymore because the US dollar is a piece of shit, man.
You know what? At the end of the day, it's not even China or Russia. It's pre-planned by the bankers. Because if they never got rid of the gold standard and was after the Great Depression, they would never have this problem. They would never be in debt because the dollar was backed by gold.
Yep.
Since the dollar's not backed by any gold, what do you have? You have worthless money, and you're in debt totally, indefinitely. That's why it's called it's unredeemable. It's unredeemable credit.
Fiat.
Yeah, fiat money. It says what the DHS are expecting, and again, this is according to my sources. What they're expecting is the unsustainability of the American dollar. Hagman said, and we know for a fact that we can no longer service our debt. There's going to be a period of hyperinflation. The dollar will be worthless. The economic collapse will be so severe, people won't be ready for this.
That's right.
All right, you peons laughing and shit, you're not gonna be ready for this, man. You people are gonna be bugged out of your fucking minds. get some scriptures on it. Get Zephaniah, what is that? 1 and 10.
Yep. 1 and 5.
Maktesh.
Yep.
Get